How you doing? My name is Moran and I work for Acbeyond. Last time on the video we were talking about, we had a fan with we had a relay with a light bulb. But this time we're going to remove the light bulb. Oops. Hold on a little bit. I'm going to remove the light bulb, and from 120 we're going to make it 208 this time. Okay. We know this is R, and we know this is common. Which common? We're going to go down here, right? Okay. We had G, and we had a coil. Oh, by the way, I put this down already because that's what I'm going to be using for the evaporator and the legend. So we had a coil, so we have, I'm going to call this one EF. On the legend it says evaporator C. C will be contactor coil. And then from here we're going to have, what do you say, contactor, 2-pole contactor. So there will be EF1, EF2, and there will be E, which E is the evaporator motor, and EF1, EF2. We have to remember that once we have the coil, and there's the 2-pole contactors, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. So that means the fan will come on. But this is going to be your thermostat here. We have G and common. We're going to have a Y here. G going to G, R going to R, and now we're going to put Y. Because Y means cooling, then the Y is yellow. So now, on the thermostat, remember we had said that's auto and on. On thermostat, when it says on, that means you want that fan, evaporator fan, to be on all the time. When it's on auto, and that's, I don't know if you remember that it was on auto, and it has an on, it has a selector switch, right? So let's say that it's an on, it's going to be on the time. But if it's an auto, that means the fan's going to come on when you're calling for cooling. Okay? So now, since we have this one already done, it says EF, EF fan comes on and everything. Now we're going to put it, we're not going to put no safeties here yet, because we're going to go little by little. So this is going to be your CC, which will be your compressor contactor, right? On your compressor contactor, we're going to use a 2-pole contactor, and we're going to wire it as, this is going to be your compressor. So we're going to just roll your compressor like this, and let's see if we get it correct. Contactor like this. Okay. Internal, it's going to look like this, and this will be a wire here and here. Now this wire here is going to be your run, this wire here will be your common, and this wire here will be your start winding. Okay, so now for the compressors to come on, remember this is 208 single phase. So you got line 1, line 2. So over here we're going to have a coil hooked up over here, and then from here, which will be just start winding here, we're going to have, we have to save room in here anyway. And now bear with me. Like this, and you're going to have another wire and something like this. Okay, this is called your run cap, and this is your start cap. On the bottom it says RC run cap. Well, I ran out of space, but over here it's going to be your SC, it'll be your start cap, means your start capacitor, right? So what's going to happen is, when you call for cooling, compressor contactor coil is going to energize. This time, well, let's say we're going to use this one, but it's supposed to be 2-pole, so 3-pole. Like I said before, you energize, you put 24 volts to the coil, contact will close, which means CC, and this is your CC1, CC2. Every time you will see in this here, and then we'll notice that we see CC1 and CC2 up there. That means that this and this are together. Electrically they are separate, but by itself you can look at it and it's here anyway. So what's going to happen is, when this closes, okay, this stock capacitor, the power is going to go, you know, it's going to go to run. It's going to run with the start winding, which is closed. So power is going to go through here. It's going to energize. Well, it's going to actually, you notice that it's normally closed, so it's going to give it a boost. And the stock capacitor, I don't have the stock capacitors on me, but the way it works is, when the compressor starts, the stock capacitor gives it a boost. Okay, gives it a boost so that the compressor could start right away. Don't you notice when you turn the air conditioner on in your house or in a building? Well, I don't know in a building, but in your house, the lights dim sometimes because it gives it a boost. So the stock capacitor will start the compressor. The run capacitor stays online. So now what happens here, when this is close to, this creates a back EMF. It's called back electric motive force. That energizes the coil and then opens up the contactor, and it takes the start winding out of the line. What happens if it stays online, you probably could burn it. But what happens is, it usually this lasts like about about 3 seconds probably. Once you give it a boost, that comes out, but it's real quick. It comes out of the system, compressor starts running, and the run capacitor stays online. I don't know if you noticed, the light just went down because the AC came on. So that's where this works with a single phase. We're going to be talking mostly about the control voltage. This is a single phase. On the next one, we're going to move on with a 3-phase, which will be much easier to explain also. But this is pretty much what we have now, for now, okay? Like I said, this is a single phase. It's line 1 and line 2. Single phase means 2 hot legs and everything. The other thing is, hold on, let me see. Okay. And this is okay. This they have any name, but this will be a C. A C over here will be a compressor. Okay. So this will be like a single phase. I don't know, 2-way unit. Okay. Now the other thing also, let's say if this is our we consider a water cool, because you know that there's no condenser, meaning that the condenser have to be cooled by water. Once we get into the other stuff, we're going to talk about the air cooled condenser. We're going to put another motor, another contactor, and we're going to work on more. But for now, this will be pretty much what I was trying to explain on the single phase unit. So remember that. Right now, we're not going to put any safeties now, because we're gonna go one by one. Okay, the window unit usually don't have any safeties. The compressor itself, inside the compressor, is a little overload. All of them, pretty much, of the single phase compressors have that. Okay. Okay, I think that pretty much that'll be it for now, and we're gonna continue. Yes, next time. So don't forget to subscribe, give a thumbs up on YouTube and Instagram. Okay? Goodbye.